here feels a little bit of fear when it comes to table topics? We all do, yeah. Well, what I want to do today is give you a table topics autopsy to sort of explain how we can make table topics a little less fearful and perhaps even enjoy them. That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And I remember my first ever table topic. It was in my second ever meeting at Central Toastmasters. The table topics master was a guy called Stuart Woodland. Quite a fun guy. And he announced in this meeting that he had some crazy table topics that he wanted to share with us. And of course, when he said that, everybody's eyes went like this. You know, no one wanted to look up. But the table topic he gave me was, if a zombie apocalypse happened in Glasgow, where would you go? And I got up there, I was very new at the time, heart going like that, and I said 2 words, the pub. And then I sat right back down, and that was my entrance into the world of table topics. But thankfully things have got a lot better from there, and I've actually had quite a bit of success in table topic contests, and I feel quite confident in them in general. And what I'd like to do today is share with you 3 tips that I've learned for structuring your table topics more effectively, from the start to the very end. So let me get into them straight away. What I suggest you do for the first 20 seconds of your table topic is actually something you might not expect. I suggest that you delay your answer. You delay your answer. Now, why do you think we'd want to do that? What's the benefit of delaying your answer?
Gather your thoughts.
Absolutely, to gather your thoughts. And there's another benefit too, and that's to build anticipation for your answer. So someone give me a table topic. Give me a random topic right now. Anyone shout one out?
Favorite car.
Favorite car, right. Love it. So I could start that topic by saying, there is one car in this world that ticks every single box for me. It's a car that I've been dreaming about since I was 5 years old. It's a car which I've always wanted to feel the steering wheel off and be behind the driver's seat. That car is a Fiesta, right? It wouldn't be a Fiesta. But the point is, that is a lot more intriguing, a lot more interesting than me just saying, the car I've always wanted is a Fiesta. You know, and just starting from there. So by delaying your answer, you create more intrigue, you get people more engaged, and you give yourself time to think. Because I had no idea what car I was going to say until the last second there. So it's a really useful technique with whatever topic you receive. Now, the middle. So that's your first 20 seconds, if you like. The middle is where things get a little bit more tricky. You see, what I have noticed between people who struggle with table topics and people who really enjoy them and thrive is those that struggle fail to get into a story. Whereas those who flow tell a story. And this can be easy and it cannot be easy. If it's a very personal topic, like that topic there, what's your favorite car? I could perhaps tell a story about a time when I was in a Fiesta that a friend had, for instance, and how much I loved that, and how it became my dream car. But if it's a topic which is not necessarily personal in nature, it becomes a little bit more tricky. I remember at the division contest last year, James, the table topic was, what is the greatest medical intervention in history? And if you've got a medical background, you might be fine there. You can tell a personal story, but if you don't, you're going to struggle. But you've got to find a story of some kind in that world. So what I decided to do was I started telling a story about the Black Plague. And I've never, of course, experienced the Black Plague. I know nothing about the Black Plague. But I was banging on about how there was a cure for the Black Plague and how all these guys must have worked together to come about it. And you know the funny thing? There is no cure for the Black Plague. I was lying the whole time on stage. And I won! But the point is, you've got to get into a story, whether it be a story you've heard in the news, a story that you've heard in the classroom when you were a little boy or girl, or whether it be a personal story that you have lived. When you get into a story, you find your flow, the topic becomes fun. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah? Alright, and then we come to our ending. So this is probably about the last 20 seconds of your topic. And in my opinion, you've got two options for how you can end. One option is just to end with a sort of classic summary. So for instance, going back to your topic example, I would say something like, so without a doubt, I wouldn't want a Ferrari, I wouldn't want a Lamborghini, all I want for Christmas is a Fiesta. You know, I would end something like that. It's just a nice, clean little summary, maybe a wee bit of humor sprinkled in there. It's quite a nice way to end. You could alternatively end with what we call in speaking a call to action. A call to action. This is where you essentially tell the audience what you want them to do with the information you have given them. So for instance, the way I'm sort of constructing this topic in my head now is I would say something along the lines of, so my dream car is a Fiesta. It's a car that means a lot to me. But what car would mean a lot to you? It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be fast or expensive or make you look good. It just needs to make you feel good. What would that car be for you? You know, maybe something like that. So it's really up to you in terms of how you like to end your topics. The call to action can be a little bit preachy sometimes, but sometimes it works really well depending on what you have been asked. Now, if you can do this with your topic, if you can start by delaying your answer, building that anticipation, get into a story of some kind, whether it be real or fake, and then finally summarize, make your ending a summary or a call to action, your topic's going to flow and you're going to enjoy delivering it. And when you get to that place, every topic is something to look forward to. Back to you, James.